Let's talk about the Junior Late Model Challenge Camp. What? Okay, so that was something that Kenny Shepard, that was his brainchild to put on this 2-day driving camp for the junior late model drivers, but it was open to anybody in the world, literally. So they had. Well, I talked to Kenny at the awards banquet, and he told me actually they had over 400 entries. So explain what happened there, how you got chosen for that, because they only chose 12 drivers with 3 alternates out of 400 and some odd entries. And so what was explain to everybody what that process was, and how you felt when you got chosen because you were one of the 12.
So when we signed up, it was kind of like nerve-wracking because like I knew going into it, like we were already racing juniors,
Right.
and that we would be driving one of Nate Clara Motorsports cars, which is the dominating ones out there right now.
Yeah.
And when they pulled the top 50 going on, and I remember Trenton Yurto being at our shop that night, and we were looking at it, and I think it was maybe like 2 minutes late, and everyone was all like, oh, it's on. So then nobody said anything until we went and looked at it, and when we saw that, like we saw everyone that was on it, and then it was Trenton and then me, maybe
Right.
a little bit after because it fell by last names. And Trenton was all like happy, and like we were all happy. And then he was like, what happens if we go into the top 12 together?
So this was the top 50, right?
Yeah, this is the top
They had
50.
they had to narrow it down to 50 drivers.
Yes.
So you made the top 50.
We had the top 50, and then since I do spot for Trenton when he is racing at Kern, he asked me if there would be conflict there, because then it's like we're trying to win
Right.
something. I was like, no, like if it happens, it happens. Like
Right.
it's whatever falls. So then when it came to the top 12 and they were announcing it, of course my internet was not working. And we were in the shop and would never use my phone again to watch a video that we were looking forward to seeing like who was on it. And I remember getting like maybe 3 text messages saying, oh, you made it, congratulations. I was like, no. And I remember Kenny Shepard posting on Facebook for the Junior Late Model Challenge Camp that they wanted to see a video of us, or he wanted us to send it to him. And I remember thinking, I was like, I got text messages, and I still haven't watched the video yet. So when we were watching the video, we were all working on the car, and we were trying to clean it, and there was like background noise, so I had to put it up to my ear so I couldn't see what they were saying.
Right.
So when I was watching it, I remember them announcing like Cade Brown, Grant Thompson, Eleanor Dickerson, Holly Clark, and all of them. And then I think it was like maybe in the middle of the video, towards the end just a little bit, they called my name, and I thought they were kind of playing with me when they texted me telling me.
Right.
Because I was like, okay. And then like I watched it, I was like, I made it. Like, we're going to Madeira and not like racing in the car that
Right.
I've known.
Right.
And then we were going to drive one of the top-notch cars and learn more things. And it was like waiting for it and like thinking like what all was like going on. And like after we talked more about it with Kenny and Mike Nate, and after they fitted us for the cars, we were like, it's actually like happening. Like we're going to drive one of the huge cars and learn more things.